Hello, welcome to Swatchfest, you guys. Thanks for joining me today. If you're new, Swatchfest is a segment on my channel where we just kind of talk about our weeks, we just kind of enjoy some social time together, and we look at a few random polishes from my stash that aren't in new releasing collections. So these aren't polishes that you need to know about for an upcoming release where you have to worry about these selling out or anything. In fact, some of these might be discontinued already. It's just me swatching through my stash. It gives me a way to swatch things that aren't for collection reviews, because I do purchase a lot of polish still that don't go in specific collections for review. So welcome, that's what we're going to do today. There's also a giveaway at the end of the video. If you want to know about that, you can just click on the description bar and read about that as I'm chatting with you today. So, I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you to everyone who showed up last week for my Swatchfest and Chill. That was the first one that we did on my channel, and we are going to continue doing more because you guys really enjoyed it. I think I liked it even more than you guys because it meant that I didn't have to do any editing, and it meant I got to give away polish to 5 winners, not just one. So that was even more fun for me because I love giveaways, love. Gifts are one of my love languages, gift giving. It's something that I really enjoy. It makes me feel really good to give a gift, or I don't even really think about my giveaways as gifts, but more just sharing with you guys, and hopefully, I mean, getting a polish in the mail. Who hates that? That doesn't make anybody's day worse. That just makes it better, right? Unless you hate polish. And then what are you doing here? Anyway, you guys, so yes, thank you for all the support and love at the live Swatchfest and Chill. So just so that you know, we'll keep it at 12 o'clock. It was at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on Saturday in the place of Swatchfest. So if I'm ever going to have a live video, that's when it will be on Saturday, and I do anticipate or plan on doing giveaways in every Swatchfest and Chill. So if you want to come for the giveaways, if you want to come for the chatting, if you want to come for that instant conversation with me, I really loved it. So I appreciate you guys for being there, and thanks for the support. I have kind of a mixed bag here. I have a couple that were okay and some that I really did like. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first polish we're going to start with today is Red Dwarf from Necessary Evil Polish. I met the maker and I purchased some of her polishes at the indie shop in Anaheim this last year. And this polish is a thermal. It's a red to clear thermal. It is filled with holographic dust, and I think there are little flakies in there. And it's a really fun color. So as you're going to see, this transforms really well. Basically, as soon as I put it on my nail, you're going to see the red, and it's going to just zero out to clear right away. But it is maintaining its color well, because in the bottle here, in its clear state, it's nice and bright. It's like a warm, bright cherry red almost. My pink polish today is one of the ones that I was like half and half loving and half, I'm not so sure. Okay, the part that I love about it is this color is fantastic. This is a super bright pink with blue flash, and it is called Where Art My Love, and it's from FingerPaints. But it kept doing the thing where it looked like it was opaque and then it dried down and then it wasn't opaque. So I kept having to add more coats. So I liked this. I wasn't like obsessed with it, but I think it is pretty good. And it's really bright, like the brightest you can get. And it does dry kind of matte or flat, but you can add top coat and really make that blue flash pop. So this one is Where Art My Love, and we're gonna swatch it. random things. So I'm loving this season of Bachelor in Paradise. Are you watching it? Are you loving it? It's just, there's so many things going on, and they bring all these different personalities, which if you sign up to be on reality TV, well, there's all different kinds of personalities on TV, but you're ready to like make a show, right? If you sign up for reality TV. And then they bring all these people from the different seasons and they're all interacting together, and it's just very interesting to say the least. I don't know if there will be any true love connections on this season. We'll just have to wait and see. But I'm loving all the crazy drama, and the fact that it's 2 nights a week is extra fun for me. You know how we're always talking about how mainstream brands don't do very interesting things with their polish? Well, I have a little bit of insight for that. So as you know, I make my own polish, and I fill each of those bottles by myself, by hand. I don't use a machine to do it. I don't actually ask anybody else to do it. I do it all myself. So every single time I have a polish overflow, it's me that is causing it and also cleaning it all up. And let me tell you, it can be quite messy and frustrating when bottle after bottle overflows. But because I want all that flaky and glitter goodness in there, I continue to deal with that process because I want the flakies in there more than I want an easier time bottling. And lately I've been thinking, so usually I'm telling you guys, mainstream sometimes it's just so boring because they get stuck with these regular creams and shimmers that we see all the time. Why don't they do more interesting things? Oh, well, it's because of the price point. You know, extra components are more expensive and it's a lot more cost effective for them to not use them. But also it would make a lot of sense for them and their bottling machines to not want to use those kind of components, because I bet that they'd have huge problems because well, more than glitters, it's the flakies cause problems, because if they don't go in just right, they can lay across the surface and then cause a huge overspill. So I've just been thinking lately, not that this is like a huge revelation, but it makes sense that a mainstream brand, if they're wanting to maintain a certain level of smoothness in their production, a brand that uses machines to do stuff, that wouldn't be able to be like, oh yeah, I realized with my human brain that I just spilled that and it's going to create a big problem and I can't keep going. It makes sense that they wouldn't want to use a component that would consistently cause that problem. So not that it makes me any more excited about the fact that mainstreams still aren't using fun components, but a little bit more of me understands why that they aren't. Yeah. So like I said, it doesn't make me be like, oh yay, mainstream, I'm gonna buy you now more, because I know why you're not doing that. Because I can see that all the hard work that indie polish makers are doing by hand, and one of the reasons is for that and barely charging any more than a bottle of OPI. So next up is usually my orange spot, but I moved my orange polish to my A+ spot, which I'm really excited to have an orange A+ polish. So I have this equally beautiful KB Shimmer Multi-Chrome in this spot. It's really, really beautiful as well, but the orange one just appealed to me a little bit more. So they're both A+ polishes though. This is a beautiful multi-chrome called Just a Phase, and I'm seeing gold, green, and like this dust, like not dusty, but it's not intensely bright. It's like a fuchsia, like a magenta fuchsia. This is a beautiful multi-chrome. I think that's the 3rd time I said it. It's really, really pretty though, you guys, and it gets great coverage in just 1 coat. I'm gonna show you 2 coats, but I was really thrilled with how much coverage I got on this as well. And the shiftiness is just so beautiful. So I really enjoyed this. This is Just a Phase. Next up in my yellow spot, unfortunately, this is the polish that I was least fond of this week. This is an Orly yellow cream and it is called Spark. It's a very pretty color, but it has a very meh brush. The brush is very thin, very weak, and so you end up having to do a lot of strokes on the nail, making it even more difficult to get this polish looking streak free. So 3 coats to try to get some not patchy opacity, and even still then it was kind of tricky. So I didn't really love this. That's just how it goes with yellows sometimes. It really does take a great formula to make a cream yellow. So not my fave, but I had to give it a try anyway. I picked this up on clearance, I think, at Trans Design. I want to talk makeup really quick. So I was really excited this morning to watch one of my favorites on YouTube, Emily Noel. I've talked about her from time to time. She's definitely my favorite beauty guru. I think that she's very grounded, very down to earth. She just is very relatable for me, and one of my favorite things about her, she really doesn't take any sponsorships, which makes me be able to like 100% trust what she says. But she has collaborated with Makeup Revolution, so this is like her first project with a brand really, and I'm really excited for her. Also, Makeup Revolution is a really budget-friendly brand, so she's created a number of things, and this morning, well, the morning that I filmed this, she announced it and she was just so very happy. She was teary, and I got a little bit teary for her actually right before I filmed this video. But I just wanted to mention that I'm really excited for her, and I went and bought both palettes that she did because they're budget friendly and I love her and I want to support her. So speaking of which, I actually used the Jaclyn Hill palette on my eyes. I decided not to purchase any of her newer palettes that she just released because I don't even really use this one I currently have that much, so I need to remember to use it more because I do really like it. I wanted to share a few things about Moonshine Manny really quick. We did talk about these last week at the Swatchfest and Chill, but I just wanted to let you know that this weekend I launched a couple Facebook exclusives. So over at the Facebook group for the Moonshine Manny fan Facebook group, we have a lot of fun over there, and I'm going to be starting to do monthly Facebook group exclusives. I actually haven't even told you guys yet, those of you who are in the group, that it's going to be monthly, but I decided I had so much fun with it, and you guys have so many good ideas that we'll never be able to tackle them all if we don't do these exclusives more often. So this month for August, our exclusives are inspired by the film Hocus Pocus. So you guys all submitted ideas, voted on that, Hocus Pocus won, and then you all submitted inspiration pictures, and I picked 2 that I wanted to be inspired by for this duo. So I created these 2 polishes. We have a red and we have this purple. So the red specifically is inspired by Winnie or Winifred, and it's the part where she's screaming at her sister that she's calm. So this polish is called I Am Calm with an exclamation point, and it's all in caps because she's screaming it, the fact that she's calm, which I can really relate to, because I feel like, especially, well, a lot of people feel like this, not just moms, but I feel like moms get to that point a lot because especially with multiple children, you've got them all buzzing at you at once, and sometimes you're just like, cut it out. And so it's really relatable to me. This is a fiery, very warm red. I was especially inspired by the redness of her cheeks at that point and the redness of her hair, and then it's filled with gold and copper components. We have chameleon glitters, we have chameleon flakies, we have lots of gold micro flakies and some hollow. So there's a lot going on in there. If you're interested in purchasing the duo, I will show you guys the second one in just a second, or you can get them individually, but you will need a special code that you will find in the Facebook group. So you need to go join the Facebook group, and that code is going to be up in the announcements tab, and that will bring this polish to the regular price point on my website, which is $11. So don't look at the price point on the website and be like, what the heck? it's because you need the code, because this is a Facebook exclusive polish. So the other polish in the collection is called And Now You're Mine, from the song that they sing. And this polish is inspired by this picture here, which was one that quite a few members of the Facebook group did submit for inspiration. And there's so many fun colors in this picture. I really wanted to do like a super fun, lively Halloween purple, so that's what I did. It has some bright pink to red to blue micro flakies in there that are giving a really nice glow off of this polish. It also has shifty iridescent glitters in orange, yellow, blue, purple, and then it also has some smaller purple glitters, and there's some more different things in there as well. There's also some chameleon flakies. So this polish is really fun. Give yourself 3 coats on this, build up all the colors, all the flakies, all the glitters. And I just thought, if I'm gonna release a super wild, fun purple glitter, Halloween is the time to do it. So I'm really excited for this duo, you guys. You can get them as a set for $20, or if you want them individually, they will be $11, which, like I said, is the regular price point for my website. And these will only be available from August 24th, which was yesterday, through September 24th. So you have the month to purchase them, and then we'll move on to the next month's theme. So also join the group if you want to vote on what next month's theme should be. So I hope to see you there. Something else that launched yesterday is my final polish in the Wake Me Up Neon formula. These are very bright neon jelly bases filled with the chameleon flakies that are in pink to orange to gold to green. And this one ended up being my very favorite of all. Surprise, surprise, it's purple. So I called it Save the Best for Last. This was also requested by the Facebook fan group. A lot of people wanted that blue to be made, and after I made the blue, they said, well, what about purple? I just love rainbows. Something about rainbows just fills my heart with so much happiness. So this is the last neon that we'll release this year, and then we won't probably have neons till next summer. So I actually have a neon pigment in the base that's the majority of the color in my October polish pickup, but you guys will have to wait to see that because we still haven't even done September yet. Speaking of polish pickup, next week we will be looking at both the Moonshine Manny polish pickup and the Colorista Carol, so we will have a typical Swatchfest format just like this one for next week, and then maybe the next week we'll do another Swatchfest and chill. So that's all my news. Let's do the last polish. My final polish is my first polish from Femme Fatale. So this is called Hellfire. This was from the June polish pickup, which was gamer inspired or gaming. And this polish was inspired by World of Warcraft, which you guys know I have a love for. And specifically, as it's called Hellfire, this polish is inspired by the location in the game that if you guys watched my Looking for Group video, I explained that this is where Tim and I actually met in the big open space of the internet, this specific place. So this polish was special for me, and I felt like the maker really did make a polish very much inspired by that zone. It's very orange and rusty, very fiery looking. That whole area is basically reds and oranges. But there's also green in here because there's a lot of like slimy felt, like it's called felt, but it's like a slime goo looking thing that's poison. It has a lot of flaky. So this is a really beautiful polish, you guys. I'm going to swatch it for you. It just got more and more gorgeous on each coat, so I absolutely loved it. Alright, you guys, so let's pick 2 polishes for next week because you already know we're going to be looking at the Colorista Carol polish pickup and the Moonshine Manny. Moonshine Manny is called Leaning, Calorisa Carol is called Don't Look Behind You. And so let's pick 2 more out of here that won't be random, and then I'll put 1 more in that you guys won't know what it's gonna be. So let's pick something. This bin is really big, by the way. The one that's for the latter half of the rainbow. Okay, this is gonna be fun. So this is Cozy Blankets. This is the Polish Pickup, like the, when they did Polish Pickup Rewind, where it was bring back your most loved polish, basically. This was the one that they brought back. This is a gray with iridescent flakies and hollow shreds in there. So that's gonna be awesome. I've been waiting to try that. Okay, awesome. I didn't get very far down because this bin's just so full. I mean, it's all chock full of goodness. This is a KB Shimmer. It's called Olive or Twist, and it's a beautiful green metallic, just a very fall green, and it's stunning. It has those micro hollow flakies in it as well. So can't wait for this. I already know I'm gonna love that. So that means that we're gonna already have 4 indies for next week, so I'll make sure to pick at least 1 mainstream for next week. So you guys, that's it for Swatchfest today. All we have left to do is talk about what's coming up next and to pick a winner from last week's giveaway. So I have been working really hard to get those final 2 D-Stash videos for you so I can upload all the polishes to my D-Stash site. Next up, I have the Sally Hansen, the final Sally Hansen one, but there were a lot of polishes in that D-Stash. And then we have the second Indie, the rest of that Indie Helmer. It had Indie polish and it had Studio M. So that's what's coming up next as well. I do have the SE Soda Pop Shop collection coming up for you. I have an absolutely gorgeous collection of creams and toppers from Night Owl Lacquer, you guys. I'm not kidding. These are amazing, amazing formula, amazing color. So I hope you come back for that. We looked at the Calorisa Carol Into the Wild collection, and then next week we'll talk polish pickups. So that's what's coming up next. I'm going to be choosing a winner for this Swatchfest from the comments from the Swatchfest we had the week before Swatchfest and Chill, because that's where I pull my entries for the giveaway from the previous week's comments. So let's head on back to that video. It wasn't that many videos ago because I've just been like a crazy person and had way too much to do. Okay, we had 166 comments on that video. So I'm gonna plug this number into my random number generator and we will pick a winner. Okay, you guys, so this is a fun name. My winner this week is the username Lala. So congratulations to Lala. That's a fun username. If there happens to be 2 Lalas, there needs to be a space between the 2 Las. They're both capitalized, and your user picture, your profile picture, is a black dog with his tongue hanging out, and he's so cute, or she. So anyway, yes, congrats to Lala. Make sure you send me an email to my business email. It is down there in the comments below. Hopefully all of you who won polishes from last week's Swatchfest and Chill should have received your polishes by now. I think they went out on Monday. So hopefully you received them and you're enjoying them. Thank you everyone for continuing week after week to come to Swatchfest, participate in the giveaways, participate in the comments. I really appreciate you being here, and I love you guys so much, and I appreciate your time and your love and your care and your support. You guys are so, so special to me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday or Sunday or Monday, whenever you're watching this. I love you, take care, and I will see you back for the next video. Bye!